That's okay, just fucking doing 8,000 damage to that man. Hitler versus the Ghetto Boys. Damn you, Ghetto Robo. All our plans went awry ever since you brought Zayth along with you. Shut up, Hitler. Won't let you have your way with Japan or the world. And then Hyde says, you did bring out that huge ship though, so we might as well have our decisive battle right here. And then Benkei, get ready, 100 Demon Empire. This is your last night. And Koji, come here, Hitler. I got a score to settle with you. You mean the Photon Power Lab? Yeah, but it's not just about the lab. How'd you wreck my pilot suit like that? I really liked it. What? I'm gonna take my anger for both the lab and my suit out on you. And then here's the die shouting, the rocket punch, big wheel. And then Tokoki, pathetic Tokoki. You team up with humans just to oppose me? For me, the real disgrace was when you disrespected my research. Hitler, I'll never forgive you for that. If I deal with the Getter, I'll make sure you feel the true power of my mecha Tokoki. He's an extremely rude boy. And Tetsuya, our problem started the second you destroyed that barrier. And he's like, throw a tantrum like know your own incompetence? Pathetic. No comeback. You're done talking. And then from here on out, you only have time to scream whenever you open your mouth. And then Hitler goes, is this guy a demon? And Saka is like, face me, Hitler. Tokoki's meddling saved you at the lab, but I will crush you now. It says, you tormented my father and me and trampled over Tokoki's spirit. I'll never forgive you for that. And he gives us an obstacle craft, so we can make somebody fly, such as the boss. But then he's like, oh, I can't afford to lose the Mecha Demon Fortress in a place like this. Dokuganki, you're in charge of beating these guys. I'm out. So he leaves. Tokoki's like, ugh, Hitler, as always. Hitler, mate. Friggin' guy. As always, all bark, no bite. And Koji knows he's got nothing. We got nothing to fear from Hitler's bluff, just as we didn't have to fear his stupid boat. And now we're gonna try and use Boss's tri-attack against this guy. Perfect. Perfect. We'll give it a go. Like the Gundam X was really good in R though. Glad he died, so we could see that. Like it worked in R the same way it works in Z2 in Z3, so they just decided to make it be shitty again for a really long time. I'm looking for the move that gives the strike. But Tetsuko's got it, so I could just go from there to there. There we go. Attaboy. So it was good in one game on the Game Boy, and then they just fucked it again. Why isn't she defending him? She's supposed to be defending him. But maybe I just put her there and she's got Assist attack, not assist defend. That's fine. I just fucking heal him then. No, she does have support defense. I don't know why she didn't join in. That seems weird to me, but anyway. But anyway, let's do the good shit with the boss man. Hey, shithead. Here we go. Get him, get him, get him. Boss is amazing, and we're gonna give him some balloons. We did it. So, Dokuganki and the Vice Minister like, oh my god, how could mere humans defeat us and the Mecha Fortress Demon? When this mysterious waiter was like, no, it was your own ego that made you underestimate the humans and led to your defeat. And like, who the heck are you? And he's like, I introduced myself to villains. But Cookie, the combat maid, reports in and says they've closed off all floors and they've begun arresting all the demon partygoers. So it falls to Beauty to explain that they spiked the demon's drinks with sleeping pills. And Reika's the one I create. It's like, time for you to face the music. And Dokuganki's like, oh jeez, you guys have had the hotel under your control from the start. Oh no! So even the Vice Minister's trying to run when this guy's like, so stubborn, but it's all pointless. Aboard the King Veal, Ume receives a transmission from Sandman saying that the situation at the hotel will be resolved shortly. And Hazel's like, good, I'm glad the plan was a success. Gafe's hella excited at this total victory, and Venka says, it ain't over yet. Ryoma asks Takoki what he's going to do now that he knows the Empire is no longer his home. And Takoki says, all that's left is for me to settle matters with Geto Robo. Fight me, fuckers, 1v1. Ryoma tells everyone to let them face him alone. And Michiru's worried. And Hayato says, hey, the guy betrayed his empire for a chance to fight. And Venka said we'd be dishonouring ourselves if we didn't accept. So Gengaro says, alright, sure. Out of respect for Takoki's chivalry, we won't interfere. All units, return to the ships. Ryo, better not lose. Show him the true power of the Geto Robo. Takoki, it's pointless to try and stop me, woman. I've even abandoned my nation just for this moment. I understand that, but there's just one thing I want to say. Thank you for saving me. And then everyone goes and hangs out. Then we're all going to sit over here. Thank you. That's the second time I've heard those words throughout my whole life. Woman, you've my gratitude. You've taught me so much that I didn't know. Now they're going to get in position. Let's do this, Takoki. We, Geto, will never be defeated. Come, Geto Robo. I've dedicated my entire life for this, the ultimate battle of my Mecha Takoki. And he's not brilliant. Get a robo! As per my challenge, we'll end everything right now! Takoki, you've been fighting just to beat us? That's right, I care nothing for Emperor Brai's plan or his plans of world domination. As a scientist, I live only to create a robot strong enough to surpass you. And he's Hayato. You're a lot better than I thought. Nani? What? You're doing this only for your self-satisfaction. We won't be defeated by such a man. We can't be. And we got 3 turns. We got to beat him in 3 turns to get him to join us. Eat this. Demon beam. Double boomerang. Yeah, it's pretty good. We gotta do some big numbers though if we're gonna make it happen. Luckily we got a big numbers gun. Like right here we got a big number gun, so I feel pretty good. And all completely filled on everything, so we don't gotta worry about nothing. Bum, 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 bum. Get a robo. The only thing that I'm worried about is it's 3 turns and he started. So if we don't get him I have to reload, skip the boss thing, like boss killing him on the enemy turn, do it then and get our extra 3 turns that way. Whiffed it, buddy, because I'm using special moves. And it's gotta be the get a beam. Takoki Tomahawk. Oh my god. With an axe, he just cut 2 other axes out of the sky. Ryoma, he's good at football and also just complete bullshit. Fucking get a beam noise. Fucking impossible. Right then, and then this is hopefully gonna be the end of this fucker. And I've done the double money and the double expa. It's over, Takoki. You're toast. Time to join our team and be a good boy. You've beat into submission. Now behave and be the hero you were born to be. Yeah, we'll shoot you in the armpit with get a raise. Blorf. Time. Oh, impossible. I bet Hayato can support himself against that guy. It's over, Takoki. I lost. My mecha Takoki lost. Of course you did. The Getter isn't your average combat mech. It embodies Professor Saotome's lifelong research on Getter rays. We fight alongside the Getter to protect what's important to us. I've been defeated as both a scientist and as a warrior? Kill me then, Getter Robo. That's your right as the victor. No, real one. That's the logic of a demon. Benkei, you're not a member of the 100 Demon Empire anymore, so quit thinking like one. Nani? What? Nasaka yelling. That's right, Takoki. I know you were touched by the human heart, so you should be able to find a different path than that of a demon. You're telling me to live as a human? It doesn't matter if it's as a human or a demon, but we think of you as a man. You can find a better way. Not only that, there's still room to improve your Mecha Takoki. Would you also destroy that potential? Come with us, Takoki. We'll show you the right path in this foreign world. Understood, Gedarobo. I will live this once forsaken life alongside you all. Takoki! Sahaka, aren't you worrying about him a bit too much? Ah, that's alright, I'm here for you, Koji. Fucking Maria. What are you talking about, Maria? You can't just take Koji for yourself? I don't understand. Is that what's called human drama? Fucking Takoki! Oh, he's just gonna hang out with the Getter Boys, just hang out behind them being rude. So, here we are. So here's Quattro like, well, the demon should be pushed out of Japan now, but they had a lot of positions infiltrated, and Athena knows it's going to be a while before the country fully recovers from the chaotic state they put it in. But Race says that it'll be difficult for us to get help for Zaft until it's all fixed. But then Levin gets on the mic and tells everybody that everything's going to be alright at Taijobu, you know? Everyone's like, whoa, hey, this is the fucking idiot. What are you doing? And he says that thanks to us, Japan will rejoin the new federation. We're like, whoa, wait, what? And Hazemon is like, doing so is the best way for the country to rebuild, especially considering how its independence was the demons doing in the first place. And it's not too bad for us, because Levin informs us that the process will be helmed by the Chimera Squad, which is who he works for. In other words, it'll be the same as if we'd guaranteed their cooperation. So we're getting all of the stuff. Durandal gets his bullshit, but Holland is not pleased with this. And that was free because Roger was there. Yeah, we got this ship called the Minerva if you want human drama. Meanwhile, Dokugenki has ran away. And he ran away so fast that the Vice Minister's been left behind. And he's been discovered. He's like, oh, the unsociable maid from before. And she's like, wrong. I'm not really a maid. And then she punches him so fucking hard he can't believe it. She's like, you're not a human, you're a monster! And then the mysterious man shows up and was like, that's being quite rude to a lady. Shoots the demon dude, makes him reveal his true form, and now Banjo finally reveals his name. And it's Banjo Haran. And he says that the demon's power is quite formidable, but it all ends here. And he won't allow the demon to escape, and he's going to make him tell him everything he knows about the Empire. But the demon refuses to submit, and he's going to blow himself up. He's like, forever a bride! And the show has such resolve worries Banjo, because the demons could be more dangerous than he gave him credit for. Dorothy's still around, and he's like, you alright, young lady? And she's like, no injuries, I'm alright, don't worry about it. And then Roger shows up, and he tells the Storm that he needn't be concerned because Dorothy's an android. And Banjo's like, impressed that you know my name, Mr. Negotiator. And Roger says that he's heard mention of him here and there while getting his knowledge from the underworld. And the Storm is quite disliked. And he's the mysterious multi-millionaire, the Storm, the man who is one with the sun, the famous Banjo Haran. And then Banjo's like, well, that saves me the need of introducing myself, but he's pleased to meet Roger Smith. And then Topo, who we didn't see, but he's on the other route, shows up with Rika and Sandman and Beauty and friggin' Fudo, saying that the demons have all been captured. And everybody thanks him for his hard work. And Rika remembers being at the same hotel this is the same hotel she infiltrated way back which in like Mission 6, when we met the Gravion kids in the first time, while searching for Banjo. We didn't expect him that she'd come back here and pour sake for the demons. But that's Sandman and Fudo's doing, because they remembered how Onis have a weakness to strong drink in Japanese legends. And Banjo thanks them. And yeah, then Garrison, who was the other old butler and Sandman's maid. Beauty was like, I also poured drinks for them, so give me my share of praise. And he's like, alright, you did good. Roger's impressed with Dorothy, and how she took the opportunity to learn etiquette from Sandman's maids while preparing for the operation. And she says she just watched what they did and knew what to do. That said, she also learned that Roger's fashion sense is indeed the worst. And Roger is going to explain the difference between his aesthetics and Sandman's. But one night might not be enough to cover it. Is she interested in hearing? And then she says, correction, you're both awful. But Sandman says today's victory is thanks to her and all the other maids and butlers, because the demon's undoing was focusing too much on Zuth to realise that there's more to battle than front lines. But now we've got to get Japan sorted out, and Fudo wants us to be able to do it in the time it takes the demons to recover. On board the King Beale! All the captured demons killed themselves as soon as they woke up. Brilliant, great. They all yelled Brai's name when blowing up. Takoki is like, yeah, that's their leader, Emperor Brai. Bright's surprised how much discipline he commands from his troops. And Gengoro says we were able to get a little bit of insight on 100 Demons Empire from Takoki. One of the important bits is that the Demons headquarters is on a moving artificial island. And since we can't get a bead on its location, Talia says we can't launch an attack for now. In the end, we've just got to wait for them to make their move, and Hazemon and the Kazami. No, that might mean another invasion of Japan. And that's what the Chimera squad are here for. And there's the bridge right now. Talia thanks him for the help today, and from the looks of things, sees that negotiating with the Japanese government seems pretty complete. And he's like, but he eventually sputters out that the actual conference between the government and the Federation was led by Adel via transmission, and he's just the middleman. And there's another mysterious man with Levin, and he requests an introduction, and he is Captain Schlan Opel. And he's also a member of the Chimera Squad, and he's got the snake robot. He's heard a lot about us, and he's glad to meet everyone in person. Levin says Schlan and his platoon have been left in charge of maintaining order across Japan's cities. Gengoro thinks it'll be a tough job, because everyone's going to be confused that the country went back to the Federation. But Schlan isn't worried, and he says, with no false modesty, that he's managed to restore order in many other chaotic regions, and he'll guide Japan towards a future that the nation desires. And Levin is like, no, he's really good. He's really good. Schlan and his platoons are the specialists in that sort of thing. Talia's reassured, and Schlan asks that we trust Japan's restoration to Chimeras, and with that, we're going to take the Mazinger and the Geda teams towards our next objective, and Levin's going to give us some big bucks for our help. And Talia will be happy to report success of our mission to get the Japanese support to Durandal, but Jewel Holland entered like, hey Talia, maybe don't tell him a bit, because we're leaving right now, because they don't like how things are working out with us. Setsuko here is saying goodbye to Renton and asks, and he's like, do you really not want to come with the Gecko State? And he's like, no, I can't. I joined the Agama crew to become strong enough that she and the Vagola won't lose to anybody. And Kay gets now why she's been training so much with Camille and Amuro, and tells her that the Glomar, the Iron Gear, the Gecko and the Freedom are going off on their own. And Setsuko remembers how the Glomar was headed towards the Emanian nation, so there's not much to be done about that really. But she wishes Kay well, and he does the same, and he understands how she feels, but tells her not to push herself too hard. And the Koji are going to leave and everybody else going to leave the demon business to the Geda team. And Ryoma says that they're going to find their headquarters, and Hayado says they're going with the people who'll be working more freely, so that's why they're not coming with us. The Aquaria team feel the same way, because Sirius says that Diva is a sword to strike at fallen angels, so Fudo's decided they need to stay out of the wars of men. Poy doesn't like it though, because he thinks it would be best if they went after aliens, demons, and all the bad guys, not just the fallen angels. And Kev's like, hell yeah, dude! That's why everybody else wants to stick with Zaft. And Koji's like, I just think Dorandal's alright. And then Garadon's like, why? And he's like, I like his ideas of peaceful coexistence between Earthlings and Space Knights. I think he's alright. And Renton's like, yeah, that does sound pretty cool. But inwardly he's like, but Holland doesn't think Dorandal's cool. Maybe he sucks. Gainer's real sure that he doesn't want to help fight in a war. But Gain just says, do whatever the heck you want, dude. You hired me, I'll do whatever you want. And Camille and Amuro agree, saying that he went on an exodus to find a goal of his own, so he's got to make his own choice, as everyone else has. So he's going to go with the Iron Gear crew and the Gecko State and all that. And it might be a purposeless trip, but he's going to continue his exodus from here. Elchi was expecting Gwen and everybody to come with them, but Gwen apologises and says he needs to fight to reclaim Inglesa, and that's why Gavan and everybody else are going with Zaft. Jiren gives Lauren his best, still thankful for the hella good bread he gave him when they got teleported to Emeria. And Lauren's like, thanks for all the help, hope to meet you again. And Witsorobi was like, hey, come on, don't be like that, this ain't goodbye forever, it's just comfortable for now, alright, we'll see each other. And she agrees, so we can still keep in touch via the internet, so don't worry about it. And he hopes that Marion will give him a call every now and then. And Marion didn't get the memo, but because Baldios is more of an independent group like Getter and Aquarian, they're going with the Freedom. And Koji says this is something their friendship will just vanish, and Marion agrees, and then Ryder's like, Toshio, Koji, you're too naive, you're being friends with the alien. And then Kurikan is like, shut the fuck up, dude. Do you want to come with the Minerva team just by your on your own if you hate him that much? And he's like, I can't do that. And it was like, well, how about you just let it fucking go, dude? It's unbecoming of a man to be such a whiny fucking baby. Lunamira tells Shin to say his goodbyes to everybody as well. And Atherin says this isn't a permanent split, but things happen and there's always a chance we might not meet again. So Luna says that you should go talk to Gainer, Garrett, Kay and everybody else. And Shin's like, yeah, I guess they are my friends, so alright. And Ray asks Atherin, who's looking pretty proud, if this is alright. They'll be losing a lot of people with those 4 ships going. And wouldn't that go against Dorandal's wishes? And Atherin says that these are people who object to having their actions controlled, and as such they've chosen a different path. And Dorandal has accepted their choice, with and Ray's like, well, I respect that, but in the eventuality they become Zaft's enemies, I won't show them any mercy, no quarter given. And Atherin's like, well, yeah, same, just as I did in the previous one, don't worry about it, dude. Then Roger's like, so everyone's going to split up, But he's glad everyone's filled with hope for another meeting instead of sadness of departure. And Dorothy's like, since you're so fond of everyone, maybe we should go with somebody instead of acting alone. And from what Roger's heard, the Zaft AEUG group will head back to Galia, across Siberia to Gibraltar, while the freedom-loving folk are heading to the South Pacific Ocean with no real destination. So he's going to head down the middle, so he can confirm with his own eyes where the truth is hidden. And Dorothy thinks that that's just an incomprehensible rationalization for him being so uncooperative. And then Roger's like, it's alright if my reasons aren't understood, because like everyone else, they're also choosing their journey out of their own free will. But they're going to go wish everybody a safe voyage. Jewel catches up with Amuro because he's got a question. He wants to ask him, what's the deal with new types in his world? And what do you think the meaning of Tifa's existence is? Jamil remembers being informed that the old UNE had been gathering new types and that the new Federation had been advancing new type research. And he's going to fight to keep Tifa safe from those who would abuse her powers. And Amuro asks if that's atonement for what he did 15 years ago. And in the war, Jamil's like, oh damn, you know about that? And Amuro's like, I heard your name around when I was at the new type lab. And Jewel confesses that he was a soldier of the UNE during the war fighting against the Space Revolutionary Army. And he was piloting a GX at the time, and he used the satellite cam to stop a colony drop that the revolutionaries were threatening to do. Unfortunately, that tipped the fight over, and the revolutionaries initiated various other drops, which meant the southern hemisphere of Jamil's Earth was completely devastated. Jamil blames himself for pulling the trigger on that tragedy, but Amuro said it was an accident. He couldn't have known that that's how it would go. He was trying to save everybody. But as for his question, Amuro says that there's no such thing as a meaning to new types. And Jamil is like, but... And he's a bit shocked at his lack of an answer. And we get a clear bonus, and we get some money and some blue stones, because they gave us a suitcase full of money. So, here we are. So our people are ready to leave, and Roger snuck off ahead of us, and Arthur was like, I guess he just didn't want to do a big overblown goodbye. Malin says he's got this weird tenacity. It's as strange as his fashion sense. Yeah, and Ty's like, as strange as fashion sense. It's like, I wanted to hang out with Dorothy. After all the trouble we went to meet again, she's a robot too. But Captain says he thought he was a best robot. Yeah, he's like, but I thought I was your best robot friend. And he's like, well, alright, then how about you lend a hand with laundry and cleaning? He's like, but he's like, Sandman's maids are going to be gone and we're going to be short-staffed. So, come on, Captain, help out. And he's like, oh, jeez, spooky girl. So Shire has to tell him to settle down for departure, and Mimsy then whispers to Shire that the Zaft group attacks the attention of the Children. They should be able to reach a man safely. And Shire feels bad using Talia and the others as a decoy. Gotta set Art Selchi if we should really do this, and she's like, no choice but to go all out war with the feds if we stick with Zaft. But if we split off, then they'll go after the other group and we can run the fuck away. And Cordycep's like, well, I guess it doesn't matter if it's Feds or Zaft that win this war for us. And following the Glomar's work ethic, they're just going to rededicate itself to her courier business. And there's no more money to be made by working with Zaft anyway. Tifa is upset, and Tonya asked if it wasn't safer to travel with the Zaft groups, and she was like, probably, but we don't know what tomorrow will bring. So they'd rather be able to decide for themselves what path they head down. And Chingo gets it, and he says they wouldn't have freedom if they were stuck following Zaft. And Jamil inwardly tells Amro that he'll find his answers along with Tifa and companions. Holland and the Gecko crew are like, yeah, Jamil, we're good, yep. And Holland's like, the way things were going, staying with Zaft wouldn't have ended nicely. But his gut feeling wasn't why they left, because Holland has, Holland has just had enough of running around following orders to someone he doesn't know anything about. And Elchi's like, you know what? We should be the ones to chart our own course. And Holland says, yep, don't beg, earn it. And then it'll be given to you. So as they leave, and whoosh, off they go. So it's like, damn, it'd be nice if they stayed, but Hazel and those left to live their own lives, just as we have to face our own battles. And Ty agrees and is like, let's go to Galia. And then Setsuko steels herself for the fight ahead. And she'll face for both the world and for herself. And she'll fight to carry on the pride of the Glory Stars for Chief and Tony. And then Koji's brother Shiro, like, Aniki, yo, go! And Genki cheer on their friends. And Sandman, majestic as ever, observes the warriors' departure, taking flight despite their differing objectives. And Fudo asks Rina to if she sees anything, and she foresees dark clouds ahead of both sides of Zuth. And Jerome's like, well, why didn't you give him any advice before? Like, if you're foreseeing danger. And Fudo and Sandman have other ideas and say that dark clouds beckon a storm, and the rain lashes the ground, but the winds renew the air, and the rain nourishes the land beneath. And he's like, And so Raven explains that misfortune isn't guaranteed, though neither is good fortune. And Sandman says that the warriors should just dance beautifully and to their heart's command. Meanwhile, at the North American continent, at the New Earth Federation's headquarters, in Edel Burnell's office, we have Jibril talking to Edel Burnell. And he's just told her that she's been offered the chance to become a member of the Sage Council. Apparently Jamitov and the three sages from the Promised Land value her accomplishments and wish to reward her. And she understands and humbly accepts such an honour. Jibril then's like, right then, from now on, you'll be one of the people who chart the course of the world. And says she'll be counted upon quite heavily when the old men on the council are asked to retire. And then he hangs up. And then she thinks, the New Earth Federation's hidden rulers, the Sage Council, and I'll be one of their members. So it may be a good opportunity, but there's also the possibility that they're getting suspicious of our actions. And then is GA, who just goes, I love you, Lady Edel, let's all stay positive here. She's like, Professor GA. What's the current situation? Oh ho ho! I received a report from Lowen and Schlan. Everything seems to be A-OK with the Japanese deal. And Zuth? Hehehe! They had a bit of a falling out. Didn't see that one coming. Looks like Jaredov and Gibril will send their Phantom Pain off the one half and the Agahar squad will go for the other. Must have the Lowen relay the intel on both squads to Zuth right away. But it'd be so much more fun if we kept quiet about it. This battle isn't a game. Both our groups are doing this for world peace. And he's like, I love you. Please don't be so angry, Brigadier General Edel Burnell. I understand then. Please carry on with your research, Professor. And then he does some more cackling. I'll do just that. Please excuse me. Oh ho ho. Weird fucking dude. He leaves. And she thinks, I'm counting on you, Professor GA, and you must prevail, Zuth. Your strength is needed to change this chaotic world. And he's like, he's maybe the A, but GA is like how it's written, and how would you fucking know? But to the bazaar, let's see if there's anything good there. I don't think there fucking is though. Ooh, and I get up there. Oh, a solar panel. Oh, yeah, I'll get an apogee motor. Oh, yeah, I'll get one of them